MP, let's go.
You know, I have never been to one. Have you?
Furthest I've ever been.
MP about to tear the roof off. Do you think it would be nice?
Yeah, get out on the water. I think we
What's up, everybody? I see MP's made his way into the starting lineup. That's good for him, his team, the fans, everybody.
So I'm thinking about letting.
It's going in!
Don't worry about it, keep shooting that.
Yo, we got this. Don't worry. Quick, anytime.
One more.
Shoot that. Box out!
How you like that mid-range game, huh?
Let's go! Oh, yeah!
You're like money in the bank.
Come on, MP. Ooh, I run this, I run this.
Oh, here comes trouble.
The other team's already worried about stopping you, MP.
Head forward, 6'11", number 34, the Green Freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Hello and thanks for joining us. The NBA Cup is underway. This is Game 2, and things will only get more intense from this point forward. Hi everyone, here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson, Allie LaFleur. And both of these teams off to a good start, winning their first games in the NBA Cup.
And tonight is a huge one in this group. Remember, the first tiebreaker is head-to-head. So if you can get out to a 2-0 start, plus have the tiebreaker, you're in business.
I gotta say, the NBA Cup and its additional layer of excitement here early in the NBA season has really ramped up the stakes. I mean, this season, we even have MP laying down the decree he's going to take his team all the way to the NBA Cup Finals and secure the title.
Each and every Cup game this season is going to be even more exciting, I think, than last year. Just look at the TV ratings on Cup games, and that tells the story. Fans love the added intrigue, and heck, throw in MP's stellar talent and his self-proclaimed quest for the Cup, and everyone is tuning in.
And now Indiana's starting group. Nimhard and Matherin, they're the wings. Then it's Halliburton, then it's Pascal Siakam, and it's G in at the center position. Well, you knew it was simply a matter of time. It's happened. MP inking his first major shoe endorsement deal.
And some guys would start humble bragging over this. But MP is as gracious as they come. He's the perfect ambassador for New Balance in terms of image and accountability.
And Lopez gets it to go.
Takes more than this to stop Lopez. He can be so physical in the interior, pretty mobile too.
Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 4-point game. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
It's just so difficult to win when you waste as many chances at the line as they did.
Yeah, and you know, to come up short at the line is frustrating because that's controllable and it's actually a free throw. So you feel like you leave loose change out there when you don't convert.
Great time right there by Kuzma. An impressive distributor at his position.
The Pacers have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Pass to Siakam. Here's G. Knocks down the long J. G's got 9. G's gotten all 3 of his shots to fall. 3 for 3. Lopez passes to Kuzma. Back to Lopez. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Chalk that up. Lopez won't miss many of those.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Indiana. 3-point lead. G passes to Halliburton. Here's G. Here's an 8-footer. That shot off. Good work defensively by Lopez. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Siakam with the defensive effort.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
And that one drops for him.
Oh, an aggressive move there by Siakam, using the length to finish inside.
Well, the first 7.5 seasons of Pascal Siakam's career were in Toronto. But Clark, a fresh start here with the Pacers.
You know, it's great for the Indiana Pacers because Pascal Siakam wanted to be part of this group. He saw a nucleus of young talent that had a chance to be competitive in the East and chase a championship. So he signed a nice big contract this summer to remain a key contributor for them moving forward. Actually, he'll be the hub of the wheel along with Tyrese Halliburton.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
The Pacers have a star tandem with Tyrese Halliburton and the newly re-signed Pascal Siakam, who set his all-star point guard. His knowledge of the game and his desire to win and get better, that's all you can really ask for from a young player. Out there on the floor together, I think it's naturally just a fit. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks. And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And a new group getting ready for the Bucks. Sims, he's checked in for Lopez. Porter. Changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Sims. Antetokounmpo comes in for Portis. And it's Trent in for Damian Lillard. Bucks trail by 9. And Indiana looking at who they've got. Halliburton and Nimhart, the 1 and the 2. Then there's Miles Turner. Then it's Aaron Nesmith. And it's G in at the 4-man spot.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Hey, expanding his range. Hits a 3-pointer. G's got 15.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
A big time flush by Giannis.
The combination of size and elite athleticism on full display from Giannis there.
Pacers leading by 10. Halliburton looking over the floor. Pass to G. Turner in the high post. Here's G. Antetokounmpo covering. G. Antetokounmpo with the block.
What a swat by Giannis. Love the force he throws those shots away with.
Already they're over the limit, and it's so early. This could turn into a load of free throws.
Free throw good. Green. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Trent finds Antetokounmpo. Here's Lillard. Still no points. Clock at 6. From 12 feet. And he hits the jumper for 2.
Hey, every time Dame shoots it, you feel like it's going to drop.
Indiana leading by 7. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's G. Rebounded by Lopez. Lopez has got his 4th rebound in this one. Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
Second chance effort. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Portis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Kuzma comes in for Green. The Pacers also with a sub. McConnell's checked in.
And, you know, Lopez has such a likable personality and way about him. Just a good-spirited guy, and it's one of the reasons his teammates enjoy playing with him.
Here's G. And Indiana misses again. Bucks trail by 6. Lillard outside. Pass to Kuzma. 56 seconds left in the first half. Lillard against McConnell. They get it again. Indiana leading by 6. Here's G, and out of bounds. Milwaukee will have it. Two-for-one opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I'd go for it.
Lopez, the screen on McConnell. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. That shot, no good.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Lillard can't get that one to fall. And so it's the Indiana Pacers ending the quarter up 10. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome to this early season edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Before we analyze that first half, we get to check out the power rankings.
When I look at the Bucks, they're one of the teams we've hoped would figure it out. Things are clicking right now, and still early enough for them to make something happen.
The way they've melded. And now how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Pacers.
Their three-point shooting, wow. I didn't get a math degree, but I didn't go to Shaq University either. I do know a little thing about threes.
Yeah, Kenny, I heard you applied to Shaq University. Denied.
Glad you could join us.
And if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books, 1 half to go. Indiana leading by 10. Well, Clark, talking about Benedict Mathurin, he's another great young Canadian player.
Yeah, they've got a ton of them coming from north of the border, PA. I mean, Mathurin, you got R.J. Barrett, SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, at this point, you could probably fill a couple of rosters with high-level players that come from Canada.
Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. That's the group from Milwaukee right now.
A multiple-time MVP. You know, what's really scary is that Giannis feels like he can keep getting better, and more importantly, he does the work to get better.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Well, Clark, this Bucks roster is loaded with veteran talent, but their window for another... The feed! The jam! Giannis!
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Lillard against Halliburton. A good look from Siakam. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Halliburton's got 4 assists now tonight. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. Down by 12. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Oh, and the jam by Lillard.
Oh, wow. Dame just sticking it to the other team, and you can see it's motivating his squad as well.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Siakam, pass to G. Siakam outside, to the inside. Pass to G. 5 to shoot, back to Siakam. Down low, here's G. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
Left to the wing. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you.
Their first missed after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half. Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Lopez, the screen on Siakam. Pass to Lopez. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo, and that one goes in. Antetokounmpo has got 3 assists in the game. Here's G. No good with the triple. The Bucks trail by 10. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Lillard passes to Kuzma. And here is Antetokounmpo. Trent outside for 3. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
Antetokounmpo, nice pass there. Good at finding his open teammates.
Here's G, guarded by Trent. Step back shot. Here's G. And that one's good. G's got 10 points here in the second half.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
And here is Antetokounmpo. 11 points in the game. To the middle. Here's Lopez. And it's Lopez with the jam.
And you go beyond the stats, and Lopez has been a real presence inside on the offensive end in this one.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He wants to make sure... some changes. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green, and it's Gary Trent Jr. in for Rollins. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Pass to Portis. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. G's got 4 rebounds now. And Indiana looking at who they've got. Nembhard and Matherin, they're the wings. Then it's Halliburton. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's G in at the 4. The Bucks trail by 17. Lillard outside. Over Halliburton. Trent outside. Fires the 3. Pacers with a rebound. Pass to G. From behind the arc. It's hauled in by Portis.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Portis with a screen on Halliburton. For 3, here's Lillard. And another miss by Milwaukee.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage junk there.
Siakam, the pass to G. He puts up a 3. Damian Lillard with the rebound. Milwaukee has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Matherin against Kuzma. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Matherin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's good on the putback. Antetokounmpo's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Takes so much work to keep Giannis off the glass. He's got that great length and athleticism. Boy, he's a real problem on the boards.
Oh, got that one up quick. And the Pacers lead by 18.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And the Bucks making a change here. Lopez is checked in. Kuzma outside. Pass to Trent. 1:35 left to play in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. The shot by Lillard, no good. Indiana leading by 18.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Pacers.
Absolute fireworks display. High-scoring game. They were unstoppable, Grant.
Yeah, just relentless from start to finish. And the pace was furious. Ultimately, they wore out the other team.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for G.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for Milwaukee. It's an 18-point game. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 32 seconds left in the fourth. Here's G. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. G's got 37.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
He shoots it, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And so Indiana takes this one by a big margin. And with tonight's win, they're now 2-0 in the NBA Cup.
Yeah, just a fantastic start to the group stage. They're in the driver's seat in this.
Good game, MP.
That's right, MP. They can't stop you.
You're like money in the bank. Keep it going.
Anyone out here I can't score on? There it is. You'll see it. Too easy. There you go. Good job, man.
Come on, MP.
Yes, sir. That's the way I back up my game.
Feeling you, MP.
MP, you're my favorite player, man. Oh,
We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you are having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, then please text the word PACERS along with your issue and your seat location to 5555.
Oh, say does that star-spangled
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and his teams establish chemistry in the early part of the season. Brent, what are some of the keys?
Well, on the court, really it is about the coaches defining roles. And anytime you get players who buy into those roles in the early part of a year, it's a support system for what the star guys have to do. It builds a ton of confidence and the connectivity that coaching staffs know will lead them ultimately to a team that can compete in the playoffs.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Sarr out there with George. Then it's Koulibaly. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. Poole bounce pass. And Sarr throws it down.
This is why you involve the big man Sarr in pick and rolls. He understands how to take advantage.
Pass to G. And G with the stuff.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
They're young and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow.
Here's G. Off target with his three. And so Poole will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. It's a three-point game. It's stolen by G. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. G, the second chance points on the tip in. G's got 7 points.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip ins are easy to come by. Pass to Poole. And Middleton kicks to George. Lets the three fly. And again, Washington, no good. Indiana's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. From deep. And Sarr pulls it down. Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside, George. Poole up top. And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. That is his first foul of the game. Kispert's checked in for George.
Number 24, Corey Kispert.
Pass to Koulibaly. Wizards passing it around. Poole with no one around. Sinks the triple.
And Poole just deadly from three.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I did catch up with Indiana's head coach. We got to talking about Jordan Poole and how you deal with a player like him. Coach smiled and said, we want to be as disruptive for him as possible. Anything we can do to prevent him from getting into a rhythm, we'll do it. Keeping Poole off balance is the plan here. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Count that bucket.
Now working in the mid-range, Middleton finding some ways to play in between.
G to the paint. That's good. It's Halliburton with the assist. 9 points for G.
Those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Back to Koulibaly. To the middle. Here's Sarr. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Hey guys, the Wizards' #2 overall pick, Alex Sarr, wanted to be in Washington, D.C., and his defense gets him on the court right away. Not to mention, the Wizards are in a
Changes for Indiana. G's checked in for Siakam. Andrew Nembhard comes in for Shepard. And Halliburton subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for the Wizards. Bay comes in for Chris Middleton. Indiana's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. So on the floor for Washington, they've got Marcus Smart. Sadiq Bey is out there with Kispert. And there's Rashawn Holmes. And it's Carrington in at the two-guard spot. Bey with it. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Shot clock at 6. The tray. And it's Carrington missing. Pacers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%.
Great at facilitating guys willing to move because Tyrese is a team-first type of player.
Pass to Kispert. Here's Smart. Over Halliburton. And the shot is long.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Here's G. He's defended by Bey. And that one's good by G. G's got 13.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
To the left wing. Pass to Kispert.
2 minutes remaining.
At the elbow, it's Smart.
2 minutes.
In the corner, Bey with it. Holmes setting the big for Bey. Over Halliburton. Counted, and the Pacer lead has been cut to just 3 points on the basket from Bey.
At times that Bey would pass on the mid-range. Now he's settling in.
Here's G. He's defended by Bey.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Pass to Smart. Back to Kispert. Over Neesmith. Kispert, no good.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there. That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Indiana making some changes. Siakam is checked in for Turner. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Neesmith. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. There's 57 seconds left in the first half of the game. George finds Koulibaly. Sarr with it, covered by Siakam. Inside, here's Poole. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Pacers leading by 5. Siakam passes to G. And yes, it's good. G's got 17 now.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Outside, George. And it's George finishing it off.
And Poole's vision developing right in front of us.
Last outing for Indiana. They won that game against Milwaukee.
Yeah, and in that one, they were aggressive, but also efficient. The exact balance you're looking to achieve.
Well, easy to be efficient on nights like that when everybody has things going. Let's see if they're still in the rhythm tonight.
Tries from 10. Pacers with the rebound. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. It'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We come back right after this.
Direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. They're measuring up the shot.
Howdy, folks. I know you've all been clamoring to find out how the Rookie of the Year race is.
You never know how long it will take for a rookie to adjust to the NBA game. but these guys have figured it out quickly.
Yeah, it's been a smooth start to the season for them. And switching gears now to that first half. Big hill to climb for the Washington Wizards.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your opponent's fire.
You like gasoline on a flame, I'd say. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at G in this game, he's been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. Siakam is out there with G, and it's Mathurin in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton has become the face of the Pacers franchise. He says they've done a great job of allowing me to spread who I am and how I play throughout the organization. The guys and the coaches have adapted to that. Good things are happening. I want us to be the best team in the league. Kevin, he's certainly taking me in the right direction.
David, I'm infatuated with this guy as you are. He does so much at such a young age. Man, the sky's the limit. Another one falls for Washington.
Nice, a mid-range jumper by Middleton. I didn't know guys were allowed to take that shot anymore.
Out to the wing. Here's G. He's got 20. From beyond the arc, it's rebounded by Koulibaly.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
George looking around. Sarr sets the screen for George. Good on the triple. George has got 9.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
Brent Koulibaly got a lot of minutes last season, and it's paid off.
Well, Kevin, I think this guy is hungry. I think he's hungry to prove that he can be an elite wing player in the league. His work ethic is top-notch, and this guy, if he goes at it defensively, can be on those all-defensive teams by the time his career is done.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. Looking for a breather, and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Neesmith, he's checked in for Indiana. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. In third, the Pacers.
I mean, they've gotten a little more aggressive defensively. You can become a more confident team on that end, and so much of it, I think, has to do with forcing turnovers and creating offense. Solid rebound there, and with a score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Wizards trail by 8. And here is Poole. He's been a go-to guy for them when they've needed offense. He's averaging 19 points a game. Here's G. Pass to Siakam.
Remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Some nice passing here by Indiana. G. Offline with his 3. Wizards have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. To the inside. And Sarr throws it down.
Most of Sarr's best work is done at the rim. Look at him just throwing it down with ease.
Down low, here's G. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. G's got 4 points this quarter.
I don't know if you would consider this, but he's got such a nice touch around the rim. Maybe you foul him there?
Poole finds Middleton. Back to Poole. They set the screen. And the three off target.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Got a hand on it.
Sharp defensive instincts from the rookie. Sorry, using those long arms to knock that one away.
Here's Poole. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. G, no good. Wizards trail by 8. Middleton outside. Outside, George. Five to shoot. Over in the corner, Poole. Again, the miss by Poole.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And that one's good by G.
And what a competitor. I mean, he's been looking for a shot all game long. He shouldered almost the entire load for them offensively. And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
And so it's Indiana ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Back to the action in just a minute. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Best thing we got is just keep the ball moving, keep the floor space.
And now for Indiana. Siakam is checked in for Miles Turner. G comes in for Toppin. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Neesmith. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Wizards trail by 17, so on the floor for Washington. Jordan Poole is out there with Koulibaly. Then it's George. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Czar in at the 5, roaming the paint.
A solid passer and rebounder, but it's really scoring where Middleton shows up big. He can be just relentless on that end of the floor.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pacers.
No adjustments made by the other team, and they couldn't defend against the speed of this group. They've been running over them in this one.
Their attacking of the offensive glass has also been a success story. All game long, they've been committed to finding those second chance opportunities.
And that one's good by G.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And a wide open look for Shaw. The Wizards with another miss.
Yeah, that miss might stick with them for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
And that one's good by G.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Middleton left side. And it's good off the back rim and in. That's now 8 points for Chris Middleton.
See how skilled Middleton is, ready to pull the trigger, and the defense is going to have to do better.
It's Nembhard on the wing. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Yeah, he's got to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
Well, defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
G with the rebound. G's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pacers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for G.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many goals. This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Now, Czar. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like
Right, MP. They can't stop you.
Yo, MP went for 40 tonight, man. Congratulations, my brother. Great game.
Numbers are dictated by team performance, but their ability to gain tricks in the bag creates opportunities to score.
Yo.
I like the sound of that. But let's not forget about these players who are prepared and measured by the numbers as well.
Without a doubt.
You have been playing well as a starter.
Yeah, and we are confident it is the right move for the long-term health of the team.
But not everyone is as thrilled as we are with the new lineup.
I'm sure you can figure out who he's talking about.
I mean, if I were him, I'd be unhappy too. But like you said, there's no place for hurt feelings, and this is a grown man's league.
Yes, of course. But we would like you to make a special effort to get him more involved in the offense when you're on the floor with him.
We've talked a lot about using your gravity to get everyone involved. We just want to make sure that he's one of those people.
Look, I'm not trying to give you guys a hard time, but I don't understand what the problem is. We're winning games.
Okay,
Isn't that what's most important?
We're winning games now, in the regular season. But we're going to need him down the line, not just in the playoffs, but in the years to come. And if he feels like his talents are being wasted, he's going to want out. We could lose him.
And it's throwing off chemistry in the locker room.
I get that. But what's more important to him? Winning games or usage rate?
It's not that simple, MP. Everyone's got an ego, right? And quite frankly, he earned his.
He has done a lot for this organization, and we are just trying to do right by him. How would you feel if the tables were turned?
Look, I'll do what I can, but at the end of the day, he's his own man and he can make his own decisions.
We understand that. But we have some reasonable requests that we think you're going to be okay with.
All right, look, I'll give him my best shot, but he has to hold up his end of the bargain. I can't put the ball in the basket for him, too.
All we ask is that you try.
It's in the best interest of the organization, MP.
We need you to be a team player.